Well, okay, my fans should be aware by now if you follow Devil's Food Cake 69, Marbles. Marbles did a video exposing MDA for being a pedophile with evidence that was presented to him by a female who had spoke to iMustDestroyAll. She was underage, and MDA would constantly ask her for butt pics and all of that. People may ask, where's the evidence? Well, let me tell you, Marbles presented the evidence in his video. Let's go, oh, Marbles channel? Oh, where's the video? It was flagged down for harassment and bullying. So it's harassment and bullying when Marbles provides screenshots for what happened from a mobile, and it's a harassment and bullying. Well, let's get to the bottom of it. Let's see what Queenie Martha had to say about it. Geez, I wonder why videos based on fake information, Photoshop screenshots destined to accuse someone of being a pedophile, as that's what we do these days apparently, are being taken out for harassment. It's like YouTube has rules against that stuff. So weird, wow. Okay, so let's go by that argument. Fake information, falsified evidence, being up on YouTube. What about Mike's video calling Marbles for being a pedophile? That was still up on YouTube until Mike took down his fucking channel. Why wasn't that flagged down for harassment and bullying? That was false information. There's quite a lot of false information that gets on the internet, you know? If you type down iMustDestroyAll real face, a picture of a fat brown haired man shows up. Are you trying to tell me that's MustDestroyAll, Queenie? No, it isn't. We know what he looks like. He looks like a goofball. Okay, so two questions. One, if it's so fake, and it's something that he has nothing to worry about because it isn't true and he hasn't done it, why hasn't he came forward and spoke about it? If this was any other situation, and I will use this argument because Undertaker Freak 1127 did chime in on the matter, he would be all over the place saying, John is slandering me, he's saying I'm a pedophile, what the fuck's going on? Now Marbles is saying it, oh Marbles fakes evidence, what a piece of shit. He would be so open about it, but this time he's crying, he's, sheltered, he doesn't want anyone to know what's going on, because it is fucking true. Phoenix said, anyone can call an abuser online with no evidence or fake evidence. Should MDA respond to all those accusations every time someone makes one? Well, gee, that's what MDA tends to do most of the fucking time, Phoenix, so what's your fucking argument? He has done a plethora of videos responding to the most minute criticism ever. The "you're a leech" argument, people calling him racist, people defending Queenie Martha because of her boobs, that's a stupid argument. Ray William Johnson said mean thing. Are you trying to tell me that MDA has never responded to these types of accusations before? Because he fucking has. He has responded to the most minute criticism ever. So what's stopping him from getting on camera and calmly and confidently expressing that he is completely not a pedophile and he debunks it? Because there is some truth to it. Because it wasn't photoshopped. So the two questions still remain. One, if it's so fake, what the fuck does MDA have to hide for? Why hasn't he spoke up or said anything? Because as we've proven, his track record would show that he probably fucking would step up. Unless he was away on vacation or something, which he clearly fucking isn't since he's been on Twitter. If falsified evidence does get removed on YouTube, why the fuck is all of this false information still on YouTube? It seems to me that the only time iMustDestroyAll decides to flag evidence down is if it's true about him. He doesn't care if there's a video out there saying he's a fat brown-haired man, because he's not a fat brown-haired man. People know his real face, but when it gets posted on YouTube it gets flagged down. People provide evidence that he wants to fuck little children. That gets taken down. Now there's been people like official GATG who have chimed in on the situation, and instead of actually really saying, well, iMustDestroyAll is a pedophile, what a fucking piece of shit, but I don't appreciate how Marbles has handled the situation. Like most people, they wouldn't try to derail the situation of someone being a pedophile. Instead, he completely does, because he's terrible at arguing, terrible at defending himself, and he does say that. He tries to belittle the situation and change focus to the fact Marbles is a mean guy. Aww. Well, what would you prefer? Marbles was completely nice, stick up his ass, doesn't say anything, completely enables MDA to do whatever the fuck he wants, or he takes a stand. I'm sorry that it was mean, and I'm sorry that he hurt your feelings. but I would have to say I would much prefer feelings hurt than actual children and victims of this type of shit being hurt. I feel like it's a lot more of a better and more ideal situation, if you ask me. And for those who are claiming that it's fake, that it's all falsified, well, I would like to say my mother did chime in on the situation and say that she's actually had her experience with iMustDestroyAll herself, so it seems like his desperation bounds go far beyond underage children and really just anyone he can get his hands on, so long as they're depressed, really unstable, and all of that. So let me show you the proof. How about we type down booty in the chat and see who's the only DM that shows up when we type that specific interest down, which seems to be MDA's main interest. Holy dog shit. Show 9 fucking results. Good gracious.
I expect a decent booty pic. Give me a booty pic, give me the booty.
This is a man who cares about other people. This is definitely all Photoshop and faked, Queenie Martha. This is definitely all fake. We can all pretend that it isn't a stretch to think that because he's been doing this to random girls, that he might not just be a lonely fucking guy who preys on other people. It could be the fact that he wants to go after vulnerable people, specifically of any age demographic. So there you go. There's the proof. Okay, let's check if this is the actual MDA. Wow, what do you fucking know? Let's refresh the page. Let's go back to the messages. Okay. Well, what do you know? They're still fucking there. This means that there's no way for Queenie to say this instance is fake, this instance is Photoshop, this instance is just all smoke and mirrors. No, this situation is real. So is it really that far-fetched to ask the question, if all of that is real, then could this be real? It seems like he has a consistent MO, and all of the victims of MDA seem to have a very similar story, having not known each other or their situations, and some didn't even want to come out. Take Jennifer Guzman. I don't want Eternal to call out MDA. Take Samantha. She was a bit hesitant to call out MDA, and now she's on their side. So really ask yourself to analyze the situation before you just assume it is fake. If you want to accuse something of being fake, you need to have a legitimate reason instead of just blindly fucking defending someone. That's all I have to say. The reason people doubted Mike in his situation was because his story didn't add up. All of this is consistent, it seems fair, so what is there really to fucking be suspicious of? Again, I have provided proof for my claims and the stuff I've accused him for, so very likely this video will also be flagged down, but I have an archive channel, I have people that will archive my stuff to keep the torch going, so to speak. So that's all I had to say. There's the proof for my claims, and in my opinion, I believe all the other fucking situations, because again, I've seen it firsthand myself, and I have shown you the evidence. Just some food for thought.